Please welcome from Stamford, Connecticut, Westhill High School Percussion Ensemble.
Two Stamford bands are heading to the championships.
We start planning almost a full year in advance, probably about 8 or 10 months in advance.
It was a battle of the bands Saturday as 13 high school percussion ensembles from Connecticut, Massachusetts, and New York went head-to-head at the 2015 Music on the Hill Indoor Percussion and Winter Guard competition at Westhill High School in Stamford. It's part of the Winter Guard Finals, and the 5th year Westhill has hosted it. This coming Tuesday, both Westhill and Stamford High School will attend the Winter Guard International Championships in Dayton, Ohio, to compete against bands from across the nation.
Please welcome from Stamford, Connecticut, Stamford High School Percussion Ensemble.
But behind every ensemble's success is a dedicated parent volunteer.
And we figure out a way to make it so that every child who wants to participate can.
We needed at least 80 volunteers to help us get this today, between parking and moving instruments and selling candy, bringing hot dogs, upstairs feeding the judges.
Unlike marching band, winter percussion is considered an after-school activity and does not receive any funding from schools. All fundraising efforts are primarily put together behind the scenes by dedicated parents and students.
We get together starting in the summer and we try to come up with different fundraising ideas. Do we want to do a raffle this year? Do we want to do bake sales? Who has access to what is basically what it boils down to.
Music directors admit limited funding has often put them in a difficult position.
I still feel like we're lacking funding. A large part of that comes from the fact that our clientele, our students, sometimes just can't pay the dues that they're looking for.
Michael Wyatt, Westhill Winter Percussion Instrumental Director, says the Band Parents Association for Westhill ends up raising about $40,000 to $50,000 a year for the ensemble. He tells us fundraising has shifted for Westhill, allowing the efforts to help each member individually.
Our clientele has kind of shifted from where we used to have a lot of families that were in well-to-do areas and things like that. We now have a lot more families that are struggling to keep things. So we're trying to come up with more individual fundraisers to help the kids cover their individual costs. Whereas in years past, like 5 or 10 years ago, a lot of our fundraisers were geared more towards the overall fund.
We always encourage new parents to come in because they have fresh ideas and they know more people.
In Stamford, I'm Priscilla Lombardi for It's Relevant News.